How's it going, everybody? RyeSquad here today, and we are back with your Kansas City Royals, ready to get things rolling here in the back half of the season. We just wrapped up the draft, and yet we don't know what our guys' potentials or overalls are, so that's going to be very exciting to get to in this one, guys. And we'll get through the rest of the season. Now, if we ended up missing the playoffs, I would be very, very concerned. We have a 10-game lead on a team like the Blue Jays, 9 games on the Orioles, so really, I would love to avoid the wild card if at all possible. Winning the AL Central is our priority, and I think for now, I mean, we're gonna let it ride. There are some names, you know, on the trade block that we could go after, but I think for what I want to do, I don't really see us giving up any more assets. I feel comfortable with where the roster's at. We got to let some of our players continue to get at bats, like Freddie Fermin, especially Nolan Gorman, Trevor Rogers. You know, we'll see if he can keep growing. His ERA is actually rebounding again. He's a second half of the season pitcher is what it seems like. Jose Leclerc, I mean, is just going to hopefully hang on to that 83. Then obviously Bobby Witt, but Vinny Pasquantino, Tyler O'Neill's up to an 80, right? Brady Singer is pitching great this season, and he's got 8 potential, so there's no better time than when you're 28 to really lock in like this. Nick Sandlin, even, like, as a reliever, I'd love to see him turn into one of the best relievers in the game. Maikel Garcia, up to a 78, right? He started the last episode at a 75, 76. He's now up to a 78. If he can keep going, get into the mid to low 80s, he's only 25, right? Bobby Herman is now up to a 76, which is beautiful. I think he started at a 74. I'm just trying to remember here. But, like, we have players. The team is playing well, and I think we can continue to surround ourselves with good talent that plays better than I think the overall suggests. That's really kind of what we're trying to find here. Our hot bats, really dominant, smart pitchers. And, you know, if we can find all-stars and superstars, I'd certainly love to bring them in. I'm not trying to say let's moneyball it and avoid spending money. I'm going to spend what the owner gives me, but I really want to prioritize performance over overall. So we are going to lose the last game before the All-Star break. Kind of got cold here at the start of July. Half a game up on Minnesota, the home run derby there. It's the All-Star game. So let's take a look at who made it for our team play full game. There we go with AL All-Stars. There we go. I don't care about all this. All right. So Tariq Skubal is on the trade block, and he is likely going to be the starter in the All-Star game. Wow, that's crazy. Kevin Gausman here. Pablo Lopez for the Twins is going to make it. So is Bailey Ober. Wow. So for a team that hits very well, they've got two pitchers in the All-Star game. Okay, and then Jose Leclerc does make it as a closer for us, so we love to see that. Yeah, and we're back at the top there, so we'll just pick Tariq Skubal. Bobby Witt is going to bat leadoff. He is going to... Wow, that's great. Love to see Bobby Witt with back-to-back All-Star game appearances. Anybody else for us? It doesn't look like any other of our batters are going to make it. No, we're back into the pitchers. We saw the pitchers, but hey, Jose Leclerc and Bobby Witt Jr. It's Bobby Witt Jr. plus somebody, it feels like. Last year with John Schreiber. This year, it's Jose Leclerc. It's basically whoever our closer is plus Bobby Witt. So, I mean, I'll take that. Today is a day to sign draft picks, so we will get that started. Julio Villalobos, if you remember, was our #1 overall pick. We are going to try and sign him. Plus 10% scouting and plus 6% interest would be nice. But $3.1 million, I'm going to offer him a contract right away. He's not asking for too much. The slot value is 4.1. I'm going to see if I can get him at 3.4. He is going to sign that. That's beautiful because it's going to go... it's going to give us money to potentially overspend on some of the other guys that might not be as interested. Our second pick here, pick number 55, was Jeff Tanaka from Japan, the catcher, who looks to be a good fielder. If he can get a little bit of, like, if the batting does turn out to be what it is, I'll be very happy with him. But I think his overall for now is going to be quite low just simply because of the bat is just not there. He's not quite ready to accept a contract from us. Carlos Rosado, though, the starting pitcher who we took in the 3rd round, is ready to accept a contract offer. Well, at least negotiate a contract offer, I should say. So we're going to give him $800,000, go up a little bit there, and he is going to decline. That's okay. We got plenty of time here. 68% in Monty McClure here. He only wants 303, so we are going to offer him a contract there. 75%. He is going to sign it. Beautiful. So we still have 5.2 million. Nobody's demand has really scared me off right now. There's Tino Peralta here. I think what we'll do is maybe see if I can get him to accept something like right around there. I think would be good. And he's going to decline that. That's fine. So we're going to let these guys stew on it a little bit. We got another 2 days until we can get to... the Reds are interested in offering us a trade offer the day before we play them. So the Reds would like to give us Ian Gibao, and they want Jordan Adams. Jordan Adams is average. Relief pitcher, Ian Gibao. Gibao? He's from Texas, so it might be Gibao. He's a relief pitcher who's pitched okay. This trade doesn't really move the needle for me, and I'm actually very satisfied with our bullpen. It's one of the areas that I thought would be our strongest asset. Was surprisingly one of our stronger assets last year, too. But I am going to decline this trade from the Reds. Hopefully Ian Gibao doesn't dominate us. I was going to say, if he walks in there and all of a sudden I see him in the top right, we do give Brandon Williamson his first win of the season, which is a bit disappointing. The CSP so cold. This injured list could be a problem. Michael Garcia is going to sprain his knee ligament, is going to be out for 1 to 2 weeks. List time left. Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. We do have other players that can play third. Brandon Drury, a guy that can as well. Same thing with Nolan Gorman, so one of them can take it there. Jeff Tanaka, still not quite interested. We're getting a bit more scouting done on some of these guys as well. 60% here on Tino Peralta. Looks to be pretty good. Carlos Rosado is, again, still ready to negotiate. We'll see if I can get him on just 2 above what he was asking for. He is going to accept that. Now, we didn't scout him all the way, right? 75%, but I still feel like I'm fine with that. We do need to get Ray Enriquez in here, so I'm going to move him up to priority number 2. Tino Peralta, let's just see if we can get him a contract so we can get everybody yes, there we go. All right, so everybody is now going to be getting scouted as well as earning some extra interest. So next, in 2 days, we will be able to go after Jeff Tanaka. I do want to scout Amori Armas as well. He was the third baseman we took in the 4th round at pick 122. We'll see. He looks good off the bat, but all right, we have an opportunity to jump into the game. I'm going to say no. Hunter Renfroe is going to walk it off with a home run. Beautiful. We love to see that. All right, we finally win again. We do lose to the Mets, though, in the very next one. The trade block. Trade block is interesting here. Tariq Skubal could be a guy. I mean, he's an all-star, a lefty all-star. He's pitching so freaking good. They would want Rogers, Furman, and O'Neill for him. I think I'm going to say no to that because I don't think we can afford that. If anything, maybe a guy like Jose Urquidy. He's only pitched 50 innings in 10 games. So what is he, a long reliever? No, he's starting games. So he started 10. Maybe he was, he's probably hurt. 5.72 ERA with only 2 quality starts. Yeah, no, I don't see myself going after a guy like that. Casey Mize here would be a guy that I would be interested in going after. They want Michael Massey, Kyle Isbell, Garrett Hampson, or Michael Garcia. Michael Massey is a second base prospect, but his path is kind of blocked now. I mean, he's growing well in AAA. How's he doing? 281, 791 OPS, WAR of 2.5. I really, really am happy to see him grow. The bat is getting really nice. Would they take Frazier? Okay, they would take Frazier. Is Casey Mize somebody I want to bring in anyway? 4.56 ERA, 5-6. I'm not worried about that. 19 starts, only 8 quality. Not the best there. Only 0.3 WAR, 4.29 ERC. I don't think I'm going to do this. There's nobody. I want to save some of our assets to go ahead and upgrade our team, not just kind of lateral. And I know I said performance over overall, but at some point I feel like we are going to need that overall. As far as signing the draft picks, we now have scouted Jeff Tanaka 100%, and it's 86 to 98 is his potential. That is exciting to see. We still have $3.5 million. If I can give him $1.5 million, we'd still have $2 million. I'll give him a little bit more. 54% interest. He is going to decline that. That's fine. We are getting a little bit more on Amori Armas, who with, I think we want to scout him probably up to 70%. He's probably the most interested. I may want to... Ooh, this will be tight to see Ray Enriquez. I think if we can get Tanaka signed on the next one, we'll have 4. He should be good to be interested and hopefully accept a contract from us. And there we go. Okay, we do win the series against the Mets after splitting the series with Cincinnati and losing the series to both San Diego and Minnesota. Really, things are going well. We are now actually dropping back behind the Twins by a full game. They have played 2 more than we have, so we'll see how that matters. Bradley and that's AAA. Okay, Tucker Bradley. I'm not too worried about that. All right, Tanaka, though, I would really like to get him signed. I mean, obviously, right? Let's see if I can just throw some money at him here. He's going to decline that offer as well. Amori Armas is still hanging on to that pretty solid potential. This is starting to worry me a bit here, guys. Amori Armas, I'm just going to leave him, right? Because it's no big deal. He's not taking a spot from somebody else. Against Cleveland, we're going to lose that one. We're now a game and a half back. That was one of our one we had in hand. We are going to lose it. We need to win those. Contract extensions. Nolan Gorman, how are you? I mean, 740. He's not somebody I'm going to lock down for a long time, but I definitely want to, bring him back. I will sign him. I will make him an offer. I think I'm going to give him, I'll give him the 3 years he's looking for. He's still going to be arbitration eligible after this deal. I'll give him 4 years, 3 years at 14. Yeah, I like that a lot. 14 million for 3 years. It's a little less than what he's asking for. He'll be an everyday player. I'm fine with that. An arbitration eligible, sign that contract. Beautiful. Brandon Drury, I think he's not dropping off as much anymore. He's had 351 at-bats, 804 OPS. I mean, a really solid player that can play pretty much everywhere. Good runs created, very good WAR. Can I bring him back for another season? He is looking for about 10 million for one more season. I think I'm going to hold off on that one. I want to get a better picture of the budget when we have the chance. Raggins is playing well, for sure. Not a guy I'm going to hurry up and go out and sign, though, I don't think. Renfroe might let him walk. Kyle Isbell is growing a little bit. What is he asking for? He's asking for, I mean, for another 2 years at 5 million-ish for him. Oh my God, yeah, I was gonna say he's thrilled because I'm way over offering. But wow, I mean, I think I would bring him back for 2.2 a year. He's been a serviceable bat. Actually, the bat has taken a real nosedive this year. The WAR is still positive. Again, it's not one of those. I think he's actually more of a rotational, a platoon player, actually. I'm just, you know what? No, we're not going to get too excited about contract extensions right now. Jeff Tanaka, can we please offer you a contract here? Submit the offer. He is going to sign. That is great to see. And that means Ray Enriquez is going to gain an extra 5% interest. We're almost done fully scouting Amori Armas as well. And he's still 78 to 97. I'm probably going to give him a contract in the next opportunity. Okay, we lose the series to Cleveland. Cleveland's not good either. We're coming back down to earth. I want to take a look at the standings before we really jump too far. We are safe in the wild card here. The Orioles in the wild card spot, 7 back there. So we're gonna hopefully avoid getting dragged into a scrap down there for the last wild card spot. Ray Enriquez is ready to negotiate. So is Amori Armas. We took Armas in the 4th, Ray Enriquez in the 6th. I guess he's not that thrilled because I've been raving about Vinny Pasquantino pretty loudly. And we've got Prado as well. So he might be worried about his path. I don't know. We didn't scout him that much, but I think there we go. We'll just offer $928,000. Well, actually $860,000. He is going to sign that contract, Amori Armas. Good looking potential. And then Ray Enriquez here, we might as well just offer him a contract for, our bonus allotment we'll give him $1 million. It doesn't matter. 970. And he's going to sign it. Shocker. And just wanted to make sure I did that now because I didn't want to forget if somebody out there just waiting, like, can I please get a call? Can I get a contract? I didn't want to, actually, you know what? Let me skip and set, signing contracts and switch. No. I don't want to have that as a thing. But we have just a few more days until the trade deadline, which I don't think I'm going to partake in. And we are going to beat the Marlins in a series. I'm going to stop just to see if anybody has updated the trade block. Scooball's grown in overall. Anybody else here that looks really good? Do we have any, like, Pete Crow Armstrong, PCA? We've had him before in the past. He's batting 306. I mean, that's 186 at bats, but 960. Good Lord. This could be like the outfielder. 40 runs created in just in under 200 at bats. What do they want for him is the question. Blake Mitchell and Brandon Drury. I would love to know what we have in Tanaka before I move on from Mitchell, but that's not how it's going to go here. Blake Mitchell looks really, really good and could be our catcher of the future. Is probably going to be the catcher next season. They like Salvador Perez a lot. I think maybe what I want to do, I'll keep Salvador Perez around, I think, unless he's been an absolutely net negative. I do want to take a look at that. Salvador Perez, 52 games played. Yeah, the fewest. Yeah, okay. So he's not getting many at-bats, which is what we wanted to see. He's batting 191, 602, negative .2 WAR. I mean, the fact that his WAR is still that good, despite being that bad, is kind of crazy. Let's see. Will anybody give me anything for him? It's 20.5 million off of our Noah Syndergaard. Oh my God, how he has fallen, right? Yeah, we're looking at just 60 overalls, guys. We're not looking at, I mean, Colin Poach is probably the best player that we're going to see as a reliever in the 70s. Nobody else. I mean, it's minor leaguers at this point. I don't want to see him leave. I want him on the roster, at least for this season, hoping he retires, but I'm not going to trade him away. Maybe I should have taken some of those, but I'm going to let sentimentality get to me here. Roster, anybody have a good month? Daniel Lynch, no. AAA player. Bobby Herman, 157, punching out 32. That's beautiful. And then Taylor, oh my God, Herman, guys. Herman is, I'm excited for the future of Bobby Herman. He is dominating AA, and I really think that's where I got to leave some of my best prospects is in AA. Let's take a look here, though. I want to go to our team's top prospects. Just remind ourselves of the current situation. We've got a bunch of good pitchers in Blake Mitchell. What we need are some outfielders and any infielders. Please stand up because we don't have any right now on our list here. Larry Clement, B potential. Kevin Garcia has been toppled, but he's a 60 overall. Wow. Okay. He's pitching all right. 4.15 ERA, 2.5 WAR, but he was listed as our number one prospect. Bobby Herman here was number 2, but Garcia with that A potential. Remember, I think he's got like 90, upper 90 potential, I want to say, or mid 90, something like that. But at 20, 60, he was a guy that was in the low 50s. He's grown like a fiend right now. Hopefully he can keep doing it. Larry Clement, another young pitcher, 18, 53 overall. Blake Mitchell, you guys know I've got him penciled in as the backup next year. Caderna, Asa Lacy, I don't know if he's ever going to be anything. Is pitching really, really well actually in AAA. Could be our long reliever next year, but Bobby Herman, yeah, we got to reassess who could potentially make the roster next year. Lyle Cortez here is our 7th best prospect over Gavin Cross, I guess just because he's 20, but yeah, we absolutely need fielders. So let's find out if we got any. Signed draft picks, we're done. Nobody there. Finalized 2-day signing plan. It's the last day to sign them. We beat the Twins. That means we pull to a half game back. And it's now time to view the draft picks. Villalobos, oh my goodness, Jeff Tanaka's a 60 with 95 potential. Julio Villalobos was our number 1 pick. He's 69 at 19 with 88 potential. Tino Peralta didn't really hit too well on him. I mean, 83 is not bad at all. He's going to be a serviceable depth outfielder for us. At 55, he's got a long way to go. Guys, it only gets better, it looks like. 52 rated Carlos Rosado here. 87 actual potential with 52 overall. Amori Armas, 88 actual potential. This is a really good draft class for us. And then Monty McClure, starting pitcher, 96 potential. And then Ray Enriquez, the first baseman we took in the 6th round, has 94 potential. Now, he's a 46 overall. He's got a long, long way to go. But Monty McClure has got the best potential. Jeff Tanaka, guys, we may have found another catcher for the future. Freddie Furman for the next couple of years, then Blake Mitchell, then Jeff Tanaka, because at 19, at 60, I think he can really grow nicely. Oh man, guys, I am pumped with this with this draft class. This is a phenomenal draft class. Now, no current overalls that are going to help us too quickly. Julio Villalobos is the closest, then Jeff Tanaka. It kind of goes down. Monty McClure, though, at 55 overall is very, very exciting. 46 for Ray Enriquez. The good news is he does have a decent bat for AA, 45 and 49. So he should hopefully grow quicker than maybe some of these other guys, right? Amori Armas here. Again, not great with B potential, though. His pretty solid. Tino Peralta, good speed, not a great bat. Doesn't look to be somebody that I'm really going to hang my hat on for the future. At 5'7", centered fielder, he is not climbing the wall. But all right, thank you for Oys and Holes again for your comment. You mention it every time. It's beautiful. If you guys, I love the comments. I love them. That's why I do this, is the comments and your interaction, guys. So I appreciate it. But I do want to take a look at the Orioles. Oh gosh. Wow. Harrison Alonso, the right fielder, 77. I think he went first overall. I think this is the guy that went, the Athletics got him at number 1 overall. This guy is a stud. He is an absolute gem. Our scouted potential was 89 to 99 on him. Wow. The overall 77 at 21. That is fantastic. And I need to get to the Nationals, the Rockies, and the Orioles. There's the Nationals. There's Wesley Baxter, 87 actual potential, which is not bad at 64. But to have a pick in the top 3, this guy is not saving your franchise. Hank Curtis, though, these are two good players that should be there soon. They did not sign Richard Karnitz. Interesting. And then we need to get to the Colorado Rockies. Come on, there they are. Daryl Eichinger. Wow. Okay, 87 actual potential. Well, we did miss on Jose Santana, so I'm glad we never ended up taking him. 89 to 99 scouted potential, but 85 actual potential. That's a brutal one here down to 67 to 97. Yikes. Okay, and then let's take a look at the Orioles. There they are. It was Andres Domingo. Whoo, the left fielder here did not take him. Took Tanaka, I think, instead. And I feel really, really good about that pick now. 83 actual potential, 60 overall. Tanaka, I think, is going to be an absolute gem. Frank Fuchs is really, really good. I'm trying to see who might be the best player in the class. It's absolutely the guy the Athletics took. They didn't sign Rob Petty. They didn't sign their first overall pick. The Tiger, what are you doing? I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's our division, so I'm not going to complain. But I love to see all that light blue on our roster here. 69 overall, Julio Villalobos should be here in 2 years. Very, very excited for that. Did they update to the top prospects as well? Does not look like, okay, I don't think they do. I mean, we would see, wow, they moved Larry Clement up to number 1, Bobby Herman down to number 2. Larry Clement must have really impressed somebody because Bobby Herman's the same age and he's going to be here next year. This changes a little bit. This is crazy. But yeah, Jeff Tanaka would be up here. I'm pumped about Jeff Tanaka, guys. That is a bat that can easily slot into the lineup in just a couple years. Taking a look at our current catcher situation as far as depth. Why do we have these guys in AAA? What is going on here? Move to AAA. Okay, he's cold, so he's getting the call up to AAA. These guys, I guess they're just young, so move to... Oh, nope, he's in AAA, so we're going to leave him there, and then we're going to move this guy to AA. Yeah, okay, cool. Anyway, Blake Mitchell can also play first, so that is actually kind of important to know. Freddie Furman cannot play anywhere else, but Blake Mitchell... I mean, that's a really good bat. For a catcher, I'm satisfied with that. Freddie Furman's got a good bat. Neither of these guys, exceptional fielders. They'll do a job, but honestly, guys... Very, very pleased with that draft class. I mean, that's a lot of contributors. It's going to take a couple years. Some of them may even be trade bait, right? We may look at Ray Enriquez as trade bait or Amori Armas. I mean, I would like to see, like, maybe Carlos Rosado is probably our best example of trade bait. We're loaded with starting pitching depth. Monty McClure has got 96 potential. Julio Villalobos is 88 potential. He's 69. Monty McClure's 55. Rosado's 87 at 52. He's 18. Oh, Monty McClure is 20. So that's something to keep in mind. We did get a very young draft class. So maybe next time if we want to get some immediate starters, we'll look at those guys that are more a bit older. I mean, you see that the Athletics did that. They did get a couple really, really good potentials, but I mean, come on. Harrison Alonso is a stud. I would love to absolutely get a guy like this. He is an absolute gem. But it is time to see if we can make the playoffs. So let's just go ahead and go a couple weeks at a time. Actually, yeah, a couple weeks at a time. Huge win in the series against the Minnesota Twins. We lost to the White Sox there. Beautiful. Okay, so honestly, I say beautiful as right after saying the Minnesota Twins, we lose to the Twins. But the good news is it seems we've won every series so far. We won the Twins series. We won the St. Louis series. We won the Chicago series. We won the Detroit series. So far, we have an opportunity to walk it off here, which we do. Thank you, Doogie. And we win the Seattle series. That now puts us a half game above the Twins. Injured list, Gonzalez. Okay, that's fine. He's already back, which is good. Contract extensions, again, we're going to not touch those. But we do have to get to the September call-ups, and I think we should call up Domingo Germán. I think that would be smart to do. The Nationals actually are above 500. Los Angeles is an 83 win. They are crazy good, guys. We do have a favorable schedule here. I mean, 2 of the last 3 series we should win. Tampa Bay is going to leak into the next month. Seem like to the end of the game, can we walk it off? Doogie again? No, Doogie cannot walk it off. We do get swept there. We lose 2 series that month. 3 series, I guess we'll call, because Tampa's still in this month. So we lose 3 series. That's not the end of the world. We're 7 games. Timeout. What? They pulled away by 7 games? I mean, I guess we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did drop 8 of those 11. We went 3-8. But, I mean, they must have gotten crazy hot. They are 9-1 in their last 10. We have 80 wins, which is better than anybody in the AL West. Second in the AL East. Look at that, Yankees and Red Sox. Come on, guys, get your acts together. But yeah, I mean, 80 wins. We're okay. We should be safe, and we are going to surpass last year's total, I believe. Did somebody important get injured? Rivertown did. Bobby Herman had a lat strain. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, that was really scary. But there we go. Against Tampa, we are going to get swept by Tampa. We are at the September call-ups. Brooks Lee. Yeah, let me call up Brooks Lee. I forgot about him a little bit. We did trade for him. He's cold, but he's up to a 75. I think he was 72 or something when we got him. The bat looks pretty good. He can play anywhere on the infield. So let's move him to the MLB. And then they also recommend Daniel Lynch. You know what? I could see Daniel Lynch coming up. How is he pitched down in AA? Or not AA, AAA. Is Bobby Herman? No, he's not on the 40-man, and I don't think I can add him to it. Because, yeah, we have too many men on the 40-man. So I'm going to, you know what? It's probably better for Bobby Herman's development anyway to keep dominating AA. Like, okay, his stats don't look that impressive. 3.39 ERA, 16 quality starts in 25 games started. It's pretty good. 6.0 WAR, though, it is great. But he's up to a 77, so I think I'm going to leave him where he's at. Daniel Lynch is hot. 3.99 ERA. Do I maybe want to call up a relief pitcher instead? We don't really have too many relief pitchers to call up. John McMillan, yeah, I'd much rather call up one of our starting pitchers to be a relief pitcher here. Daniel Lynch, probably, I mean, he's done it before. He pitched last season for us. 4.43 ERA. Yeah, let's call him up. Move to the MLB. Welcome Daniel Lynch back to the Kansas City Royals officially. And we have the New York Yankees, who are actually not doing very well. Can we win this series? No, we can't. Guys, we should beat the 59-win Tigers in a series. Nolan Gorman, please walk it off. He doesn't. We have cooled off massively. Oh my God. And we have now fallen back into what I would say is a wild card scrap. I'd like to still be the #1 wild card team here. Against Houston, we are going to get swept. Oh my God. What is happening right now? What is happening to the team? We got ice cold. Lineups. Tyler O'Neill is cold. Did they bench somebody that should be playing? Not that I can see. Not against righties. Against lefties? Alex Verdugo's bench, but he's not good against lefties anyway. Hunter Renfroe, I mean, yeah. Is Kyle Isbell playing? He is. Isbell, yeah, he's great contact against lefties. So, oh my goodness. Is it the pitching rotation? Did something happen with our pitching? Oh, everybody is. Oh, the pitchers are cold. Oh, the pitchers are cold. This is not good. That is not. This you don't want 4 of your 5 starting pitchers to get the ice cold snowflake icon next to their name. And when you hit September, I know the weather's getting a little crisper outside, boys, but it's time to heat up those pitches. Very high. Home team down by 1. Runner on base. I'm simulate. No, we lost it. I was thinking about jumping in. Oh my God. How are we looking okay? We are 3.5 games above the Angels. Do we have any series against the Angels? We don't. Baltimore is a team, I believe, also in the wild card. They are. So that is a series we want to pay extra close attention to. Them and the Rangers. Against the White Sox, we go 2-2. Baltimore, we lose. We lose that one. Oh God. Schreiber. Yes. Okay. So we do get one. We do get one win there. And we are 2 games above the Angels. Don't do this again. Don't be a first half team, please. All right. Atlanta, big win. Brady Singer, thank you. Bueller getting the dub. So our starting pitchers are coming alive again. Bases loaded for Doogie. Bases loaded with how many outs? 2 outs, bottom of the 10th. I'm jumping in. I don't care. I am going to get in here, and we are going to see if we can win this thing against the Braves. It's not one that's going to directly impact the standings, but a win is a win in this situation. Oh, my God. Some of our stats looked really good, too. But, hey, 2 outs. Verdugo's 0 for 4. He's got really good clutch, right? His clutch is 70. And we got Bobby Witt on deck. So if we can just get 1 home, that'll be huge. That will be huge. All right. No, not good contact at all. My PCI was real bad. I wasn't even real bad. It just didn't get up there. Oh my goodness. And we're going to lose that one with bases loaded. And I just popped it off. Oh, it was just a soft pop-up too. Oh my God. Not what you wanted to see. I got 13 XP for the season 1 reward path. Good. 88 wins though. I mean, that should be good enough. Oh my God, we're tied with the Orioles for the last spot. Who came up? Oh, no. Sorry, it's the Astros and Rangers are just here because they're both tied for the wild card and both tied for the AL West. Okay. We're above the Orioles now. And we are above the Angels. We have to have a good series against Toronto. Toronto is what stands in our way of making the playoffs. Salvador Perez, can we please pinch run him? Simulate. The Blue Jays defeated the Royals. Oh my God. Top of the 9th, 1 out. Okay. I'm pitching. I love pitching, guys. I'm going to pitch. We need to win this game. We got runners on first and second against us. Tommy Edmonds quick, and we're only up by 1. Oh, let's close it out. All right, Davis Schneider is the batter. Only 1 out. We can get 2 away, but the double play ball is in play. But guys, I was looking at our team ranks. We'll talk about this in a second, but I definitely think that we need to improve our pop. That's kind of what we're missing right now is the power. And I am gonna walk him. It was a full count, and it's ball 4. Oh my God, the bases are loaded. Oh God, I don't want to choke. I don't want to blow it. We are going to get a ground ball. Drury, get it to second, to first, in time. The Royals win with a double play. Oh my goodness. Oh, we were able to get the double play ball after walking the bases loaded, getting a very, very crucial win. Oh my God, I gotta see that. Apply filter yet. Varsho grounded into double play. Who was it? It was Bobby Witt that threw it because it was tight. And his arm strength was probably huge. So we got the ball there. Brandon Drury fields it. He's gonna go with the glove to Bobby Witt, who steps off the bag and guns it. Oh, this is tight. This is tight. How tight is it? Was it that tight or? No, it's actually not. It's not even close, really. I mean, He's still in midair there, so... Oh, is that Salvador Perez at first? That is Perez at first. Why is Perez at first? Oh my God. Anyway, let's get to the end of the season here. I don't know if that one clinched the postseason or not for us. It may have. It very well may have. Because with one game left, I think we're more than one game up. The Twins they took off. At one point we got ice cold. Jesus, look at the L's here in September. But yeah, I mean, they went nuts, and we are not safe. The Angels have a chance to squeak in here. Oh, come on. No. And I mean, we've scored the fewest amount of runs of any of these guys, but we do have probably the best run differential, I'd say, over 100. Theirs is 70, theirs is 80. So yeah, we definitely have the best one. Against Toronto, we are gonna with 90 wins, we are gonna make the postseason. And we face the Houston Astros. Daniel Lynch getting his second win. We called him up. He's delivered in September, getting 2 wins, pitching 37 innings for us. 1.69 ERA. Did he start? When was his other win? Was it not? It was Daniel. Okay, he pitched this one. Did he pitch? Did he start? Kansas City Royals. No, he came in relief. He pitched 5 innings though after Brady Singer was chased. Allowed 6, but then Lynch came in and allowed none. That is great. And we are now in the wild card as the 5 seed. So we have to go up against the other wild card team in Houston. The 6-seeded Baltimore Orioles do have to go up against a division winner in the Texas Rangers. Minnesota wins the AL in the regular season anyway. Holy cow, guys. What a finish to the season. Nolan Gorman. Yeah, let's sort by at-bats. Bobby Witt has the most at-bats, batted 278 with 26. Yeah, we did need a bit more pop. Vinny Pasquantino, though, is providing that pop for us. Still growing, only 27. We love to see it. Brandon Drury, 19 home runs. Alex Verdugo with 22 home runs, batted 278. Listen, that 56 power must be enough, or he's got good vision or something, but he just produces. Hunter Renfroe, kind of a disappointing season for him with 450 at-bats. He's really more of our power guy. This is back-to-back seasons now where he hasn't hit for power like we want him to. 37.7 at-bats per home run. You just can't have that from a power guy. 26 there, but you can see Pasquantino's sub 20. Brandon Drury's at-bats per home run. Yeah, they did decrease a little bit. I'm fine with that. Nolan Gorman, how many at-bats per home run did he have? Yeah, it did go up a little bit, but I'm okay in the mid-20s there. Bobby Witt, I'm not looking at him for pure power numbers, but he's always going to produce, pretty much every time he's at the plate. 97. Yeah, his power against righties is probably my only complaint with Bobby Witt, but other than that, guys, he is just crazy. Tyler O'Neill, off-season signing, love it. 20 home runs, batted 270. Love it. Kyle Isbell didn't hit too poorly. 268 average. Salvador Perez continued to drop his average, but did provide 10 home runs. Yeah, these guys all had what? Yeah, 200 at-bats, 200 at-bats for Michael Garcia, who's now up to an 80, might I add, up to an 80 after he grew 5 overall points this year, guys. That is beautiful. Getting 211 at-bats. He's got great contact versus lefties. The contact versus righties is growing. He's a clutch hitter, right? So with runners in scoring position against righties, he gets a boost there. You'll love to see it. Brooks Lee had 6 at-bats, did score a run, but did not get a single hit. Still up to a 75, though, and I think he's ready to make the major league jump. OPS, Vinny Pasquantino, guys. So happy he was able to play 139 games this year, 500 at-bats. Really, really nice to see him get through the whole season healthy. All these guys right here. Hampson, too, continuing to do what Hampson does. I think his place is going to get taken, maybe. Actually, Adam Frazier's place will probably get taken by... how is Adam Frazier? Did he not get a single at-bat all season? Did he really not get a single at-bat? Because I swear he's on the roster. I did not trade him away, right? Second baseman, Adam Frazier. Oh, we sent him down. Okay, he did have 381 at-bats. He did get sent down. I don't know when I sent him down, but they must have done something. Maybe he was the glue. Maybe he was the glue guy. 658, though. Don't think he was. Think he's probably on his way out. He's a little past it at this point, but we should have Brooks Lee ready to come and fill his role there. So I'm fine with that. As far as WAR, this will give us a good idea of who maybe not hitting but fielding did well for us. Freddie Furman batted .262, but 3.8 WAR, 4.5 for Vinny Pasquantino, Drury with 4.5, and Bobby Witt with 6.2 is just elite. That's all-star numbers. Alex Verdugo did great. Kyle Isbell's right underneath him. That's why I got him confused. 2.9 for Isbell. So despite not hitting tremendously well with his 725 OPS, I'm pretty happy with it. Nolan Gorman 2.7. Would have loved to see him get a little bit more. Don't love the fact that his power is declining. Love that his contact is improving, but I'd like to see everything improve a bit. Tyler O'Neill, great season for him. He's up to an 82. I believe we signed him when he was in the mid 70s, so I would absolutely take a guy like Tyler O'Neill. He's back for 2 more seasons. Same thing with Verdugo, right? He's here for 3 more seasons. Both of those guys, I don't need to replace them. I can find alternatives, but Hunter Renfroe probably on his way out, so that's where our opening in the outfield is going to be, right? We've got Tyler O'Neill. We've got Verdugo. Heck, we could even have Kyle Isbell. MJ Melendez, I do want to see how he's developed. Michael Garcia, though, speaking of development, 1.3 WAR. Nice to see that. Salvador Perez was kind of a major negative when it came to the end of the season, but he probably wasn't playing all that much. And here we go. Runs created. So the bats were there. We had much, much better batters this season. Bobby Witt with over 100. That's probably, I think, the best we've seen of him over the last couple seasons. Yeah. Yep. Continues to grow for us. Vinny Pasquantino now gets a full season. He is 100 runs created guy. Doogie in the mid-80s. Gorman in the mid-80s. Drury in the low 80s. O'Neill at 76. And that's what I love to see. These guys, you need a bunch of guys in the mid-70s. You need a couple guys to carry you in close to 100 or higher. And then these guys in the 80s are just gravy. Freddie Furman, Hunter Renfroe. Hunter Renfroe I look at more for his bat than I do Freddie Furman, who's now up to an 84. He has grown beautifully. Garrett Hampson, Michael Garcia. Again, these guys are more fielders. Garrett Hampson's a utility player. And then Salvador Perez with 21. He's here for moral support. Taking a look at the pitchers. Let's sort by innings pitched. ERA for our most innings pitched players. Brady Singer, 3.31. Beautiful, beautiful to see that. Walker Buehler, 4.03. Not great, but I'll take it. John Means with 3.59. Then Trevor Rogers with 3.76. So pleased to see him continuing to grow. He's now an 84, right? He's got 3.76 ERA. It's looking good. Cole Ragans, 5.17. He's on an expiring deal. It's arbitration eligible. Not what you want to see there, but could take Seth Lugo's spot in the pen, as Domingo Germán would then step into his slot as a starting pitcher, right? We've got John Means, who could also slide there as well. John Schreiber pitched well. Nick Anderson didn't. Stratton did. Leclerc did. Daniel Lynch did. Yeah, so the bullpen was strong outside of Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson at 72. We kind of saw this one coming. He probably was as good as he was last year because he pitched half the innings. He's probably not somebody I'm going to bring back another season. He's 70. He's dropping off. He's 34, and the performance just isn't there. So that's one of those, the overall and the performance do line up. Taking a look at the quality starts, though, Brady Singer with 22 in how many games did he start? That's game. Oh, yeah, sorry, it's right there. 22 and 32 was fantastic. Buehler's 20 and 33, 20 and 32, 19 and 33, but 11 and 32. So if there is a weak link here, it is Cole Ragans for our starting pitching unit. Trevor Rogers, I'd like to see that get a little bit better. I don't mind 67%. I feel like that's a good number for quality starts. That's where you want to be at. Let's take a look at WAR. Obviously, the starting pitchers are going to dominate here. Buehler, Singer, Means, and Rogers all at above 2. That's average. That's what you want to see, so I don't mind having pitchers like that. Again, Ragans, I hate to keep dunking on him, but we expected this. Nick Anderson was the worst of the relievers as well. Strikeouts per 9. Scott Barlow here was our best strikeouts per 9 pitcher. We did move him into more of a setup role, it looks like. 7 holds, 2.83 ERA. Those strikeout numbers still did hold pretty well, so ERC even better. So Scott Barlow, great addition to the team this season. Is signed for another year at $5 million, so if he can keep it up in that setup role, very, very pleased. ERC, Daniel Lynch, we know that he pitched great when he came up. Barlow, Leclerc, Stratton, all these guys did well. Brady Singer, great season for him. Schreiber, not great for our starting pitchers. Cole Ragans was not good. Anderson was not good. Guys, it's pretty clear as day to me that Anderson and Ragans are not going to do it for us. Trevor Rogers, did he improve his ERC? No, it's about the same. 2.2 WAR. He is growing though, so at 27, we're taking a shot on him here. I think he's still got, 2-3 years to develop. 2-3 years on his contract too. So we basically are just hoping he continues to develop like this. If he can become an upper 80s pitcher, right? He's gonna start next season at 84 at his age 27, maybe 28 season. So I have no problem with Rogers. Again, your guys' comments stick in my mind about how he doesn't pitch well for you guys in your sims. So kind of worried about it. Not too worried about it though. And there we go. As a team, where did we end up sitting with batting average? The Twins, yeah, they took off there with batting average, but we came in 6th. So we also hit very, very well batting average wise. At bats, not worried about it. Runs, how many runs did we score? Our offense wasn't quite there considering what our batting average was. We might have left a lot of men on base, but 9th in runs, that's good offense. I'll take a top 10 offense. Home runs, we aren't so hot here. I think we were like at 17th. Yeah, tied for 15th. So we did okay, but we do need a little bit more power. So maybe I replace Hunter Renfroe with a guy who hits for power, and we know he hits for power. An outfielder, we've got Brooks Lee. Hopefully MJ Melendez does develop enough to come up, but I'm not hanging my hat on MJ Melendez being our savior next season. But Kyle Isbell could be on his way out then, and we could make MJ Melendez. Yeah. There's paths forward for sure. O'Neill, Verdugo are staying. Isbell could go, but then we probably need 2 more, so we'd sign somebody to replace Renfroe and then call up MJ Melendez. So we'd have 2 backup outfielders. That's probably a mistake. That's probably why they sent down Adam Frazier, but I just figured all those infielders, they can play outfield. As far as stolen bases, base path, yeah, 11th, fine. Caught stealing, we got caught stealing, quite a few times. Hopefully they didn't send Salvador Perez too many times. Stolen base percentage, that's probably more important. Stolen base percentage, we came in at 17th. So maybe a little bit more speed and a little bit better running there. Strikeouts, do we strike out a ton? No, that's actually really nice to see. So our on-base percentage should be up there, yeah, 8th. We make good contact, we get on base. Our slugging percentage isn't, guys, we're basically a 10th, top 10 offense. Would like to see it get a little bit better, but we're getting on base. We're hitting for contact. We just need a little bit more power. Fielding percentage, we 5th. So the fielding and the contact are there. The pitching did fall off just a little bit, but 369 is pretty good there. 7th in the MLB. I will take that. Complete games, not worried about. Saves, blown saves, fewest blown saves in the majors. Jose Leclerc, great. I love it. Off-season signing, guys. I'm pleased to see my free agents doing well. It's gonna give myself a little bit of a pat on the back there. Runs allowed at 5th, so really not too bad. I think I think that was it. I think that's all I wanted to really take a look at here. Any league leaders? No, we did not have any league leaders. Jeff McNeil led the league in batting average. We would assume so, with 86, 99 contact and 89 vision. So, Vinny Pasquantino was close though. Sorry, I just noticed that. Vinny Pasquantino was close. How far off were we? Bobby Witt came in 2nd in hits behind Jeff McNeil. He did have the most at-bats this season because he played so many freaking times. Doubles, 1 double off of Asturi Ruiz. The Athletics might have a pretty decent future with Ruiz, and then their outfielder, I forget his name, but that guy they drafted could be really good. I'm not going to look through all of this, but we do have the Houston Astros coming up in the next one, guys. We'll get our postseason started. I'm going to jump in when I can. I'm going to slow manage each series. Hopefully I can get maybe 1 or 2 series per video. You guys let me know, because it's always a little bit of I want to post as much as possible, but at the same time, I want you guys to not have to sit through 2-hour episodes. Don't feel like that's fair. So some kind of balance. We'll see if we can strike it. Let me know your thoughts. If you got anything you want to see, let me know in the comments. But that's all the time I have for this one, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.
It's a free for all, before we fall. It's a free for all, before we fall. guess you